I don't start with a blank page anymore. See, I built a system that researches in-demand topics. It sends the best ideas right to my Telegram. And then it helps me turn one idea into a real video, research-backed, on the outliers, on what people actually want to see. And then I go figure it out. So in reality, this is actually about removing that guessing from the content creation, because I want to serve people the content that actually helps them in their lives or in their businesses. All right, so right here, this is the finished product of what happened. So first, it researches GitHub, and I have a whole bunch of other API calls from my Hermes setup that actually then delegates to OpenClaw and links to double check it, and it gives me these ideas right here. So before I actually explain it fully, this is what it actually sends me right here. So here's the best overall topic. Here's the top 5 must record ideas. So this one looks really interesting to me, and I think I actually might implement that for myself as well. So hopefully, if you guys want me to do that one, I'll do it. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, these are super cool. I figured instead of giving you one of these today, I wanted to show you actually how I create the content and what actually is working well for other creators too. So that's pretty quick little overall, but so, and this used to be me too. Most creators, I used to guess what to make, and you might even too, because then you record first, right? And then you find out later if people actually cared, which most of the time they don't. But if you're actually offering something great and teaching them something, then it's worth it, especially if it's research backed. So this is why I'm not wasting my time with a blank page anymore. So all right, I'm gonna come over here, and I built something, a little visualizer for how my system is set up. And this is just a simple little thing that I had Hermes do just to show you guys how it works. So pretty much this is what happens. It goes and it scans the YouTube outliers. Then it actually goes and scans the GitHub API as well. And then it searches the buyer intent, and then it also has the scoring system here: business leverage, novelty, video hook, demo clarity, and then ease this week. So, and that's how this is how it rates this system that I built. So I'm going to get rid of this little visualizer, and I'm going to come over here to Hermes. So I actually have Hermes set up with Codex right now. Sometimes I'll use Claude, but for the most part, I have more value with Codex because it has way more value in my opinion. Claude is great, don't get me wrong, but you don't get as much usage out of it. So I like to use it for my really, really complex tasks that I want to get really good output on. So Claude is still great, but I like Codex for the more tokens. So I have Hermes here, and I actually had it, like I said, I had it build that little video. So I want to showcase my YouTube research system in the YouTube video to make a super cool visual system here. So to complement what we already have built. So now that it's built, I'm going to go back to that full video again. Or maybe I close it, but sorry, you guys saw a couple of it. I don't want to keep rambling here. So moving right along, and then we actually have a Tmux bridge here that actually goes to OpenClaw here, and that's what actually sends that Telegram research. And I also have the Hermes and OpenClaw talk to each other, so that way I can have them play devil's advocate and make sure that they're actually giving me accurate information. So I'm just using them as tools, but ultimately, I decide, or you should decide, what you're going to do for that content. And I want to produce things that people want to see. So now, once I have that, I can just copy and paste a couple of these, whichever one I want. So I liked this. I found a lead engine that pulls in 15K prospects a day. So now I'm going to copy this from my Telegram, and you can do a webhook, and you can do many other things if you want it to be automated too, but I like to actually go through it and make sure that's something I like that's going to provide value. So we're going to come over here to my project over here, And this is what we do. I would simply type this into Claude right here. So let's see. I'm gonna hook this on me for a minute. All right, so now I'm gonna say research this topic and make me some Remotion visuals, and to complete our pipeline. This is a very bad prompt just because I'm doing it live right here. Typically, I'll have it create a better prompt here, but just for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to let Claude do it here, just for something very simple and quick. I do a lot more research into this though, so alright, so now I gave it exactly what I wanted it to. I gave it the YouTube link, I gave it the format, and everything. So now Claude's going to go ahead and double check everything. So here is pretty much what I do. So when I did the Claude Code routines video, I wanted it to build something like this. So we'll watch this video and actually search it up, and then I'm actually recording a video like this, and this is where I put my actual talking head here so I can explain to you guys a little better. I think the editing comes out really great. So now it's coming to use the Longform render preflight skill. So this is basically all the rules and the skills that I made up that gets everything. So it's going to check my host footage check. It's going to go to NotebookLM and actually help teach a little better. So it's going to put those in. It's going to put the slide deck, the infographic, mind map, and other stuff. And it's going to have that asset be downloaded. And it's going to check. And then it's going to render the wiring deck. So just like you saw. And then it's going to check everything is here before it even renders anything. So that's a very crucial part of this thing. So I use FFmpeg as well as Remotion in here to combine all the videos. And then after all this is done, I'm going to come over here and I use actually the Codex app, and I'll show you right here. So I do variant A's right here, your next 10 hires, and I do variant B based off research, what other thumbnails are working, but I don't compete with anyone else. I want mine to stand out, so typically the branding is going to be all around the same stuff, like this. And then the third one here. So what I did is, and I also have here, I'll show you the prompt for this. So I make sure this Codex app actually double checks Claude's work. So I says, let's see, okay, so what was done, here we go. Confirmed and generated. Yeah, so, yep, that's pretty much it, yes. Yeah, so here, yeah, here's the topic doc right here, all the research, the NotebookLM doc. There's a lot of cool stuff. The hacker terminal plan, which I thought was really cool. And then here are all the images. And that's fully done for you. As soon as the render comes, it checks and then comes right over to here, and then all the thumbnails, the title variants based off of outlier research comes right here. So that's pretty much the full system. If you guys enjoyed this video, then let me know. If I didn't explain something as clear as I should have, I can make another video. I know I was a little bit all over the place today, but ultimately I just wanted to show you how you can actually leverage these tools and not just have it be theory, because it's super annoying to hear all these people talk about how great all these tools are, but then they don't actually build something that makes someone's life better. So hopefully this can make your life better, and if you need help setting any of this up, let me know down in the comments, and I will make a specific video more clear with a very simple step system on how to do this all. I hope this helped. See you in the next one.